What's happened? We got some boudin going on here from Billy. Billy's boudin is rocking the place. Let me tell you, I couldn't stop laughing through that whole video. He kept saying that. Billy's boudin. Yeah, it sounded great. That was hilarious. Almost hilarious as manometer. Almost. Well, kind of the same. How you guys doing? I hope you enjoyed the raid parade as much as I did, especially Eric. Couldn't get enough of that, man. That was a lot of food. It felt like 25 minutes. You put so much in that video. So thanks, Eric. What a great video. And everybody that contributed to the raid parade, what a success. It was so much fun. Roy and Becky and just everybody a part of it. Ford Man and Amy, everybody having a great time. The Vanilla Gorilla, all that was some good stuff you guys were doing. So much fun watching you guys have fun shooting videos. And it was funny watching Ford Man laughing while he was driving and all that stuff, videotaping people he wasn't supposed to videotape, and that was hilarious. I'm sure some people probably didn't want to be on that video that were on that video, and I'm happy it's there. I got to go back and watch it again because I was, driving home from work. Every time the raid parade goes on, I'm at work still, so I get off at 3, so it starts at 2, and I'm usually driving, getting out of my truck and driving home, and I can't get to see everything every moment, and I love to see every moment. So I need to go back and watch a couple of those videos, like Ford Man's for sure. I think that was one of them I missed a little bit. I was, I'm trying to drive and I'm trying to type on my phone so people think I'm being sociable and not trying to crash and all that stuff. So let me say hello to everybody. James Kentneys, how you doing, man? I saw your video come up today. I got to go watch it. So I was a busy guy today. Hey, what's going on? The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla with their taste review. That was cool food. I can't believe you said it was better than jerky. That was shocking to me. Megan, thank you for sharing out the schedule. So people, excuse me, let me ask you a question. How's the microphone? Am I yelling? I shouldn't be yelling. I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to calm down. Let me tilt the thing down. I got a new microphone and I'm still learning what sounds good, what sounds loud, what sounds distorted. I've been hearing all that stuff when I'm messing with the mic. So Meg, hello. Thanks for being here. There's Eric B. Yes, Linda Barker. Thank you for being here, Linda. And everybody else saying hello. Tracy Oceanfire 777. Traveling Adventures with Eric B. Boudin. Yeah, coming out to Boudin. Billy's Boudin. Be right back. Need a snack. All right, get that snack. I already ate. I had a very, very light lunch, and I knew I was going to be doing the raid parade and doing this live, and it would be a while before I had some time to eat food, so I had some food before. So I'm full. I love looking at the food. It definitely made me want to make. I wanted to fry up some fish. The other day I did some fried fish and fried shrimp at the same time. That was so good. Everyone had great videos. Yeah, I enjoyed them most. There's the schedule. Let's see here. Cruising Scene. What is happening, Cruising Scene? Nice to see you here. Thank you for being here. And I'm real impressed. I put out a bunch of videos because I wasn't thinking, and I put out a video about 11 days ago or 12 days ago, one of the RV super shows, and it did really well. Got 600, 700 views already. I'm probably 800 by now, close to 800. And then I said, you know what? I got a bunch of these videos from the RV show I haven't put out there. And let me release them all while it's still a little bit hot for the RV shows. There's an RV show right over here at Daytona Beach, about 45 minutes away. I'm going to probably catch on Sunday. Do I need to make driving safe a rule? No, I do my best, but that's why I keep saying I'm driving. Let me see here. I didn't see any input. How's the microphone? Is it too loud? Am I too quiet? Is it distorted? Got home. Fairy Dust, hello. Thanks for coming in. You're most welcome, Tracy. Hello, hello. Fairy Dust is saying hello. I just got home now. Let me see here. get past the hellos. Thanks for sharing out the live on Facebook, YouTube, community tab. Thank you very much. Destinations Delight. Hello. How are you? I know that you're going through an illness with pneumonia or whatever. I pray you get better soon. I do. Let's see. Yes, Going Green Mom. I think that needs to be a rule. Yeah. Yeah, I can't get off early. That would be every Friday, right? The mic's working well. Thank you, Tracy. Yeah, I was really busy today. I actually tore off a gravel roof, a small one. There was a ticket booth at the high school football stadium that needed to be redone. So me and one other guy, we ripped the roof off, threw it in a trailer, hauled the trailer away, dumped the trailer, hand unloaded it, didn't dump it, had to hand unload it. So it was a workout. Hey, Amy, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. That was some good information on your video. Thanks for sharing that. I'm sure a lot of people learned a lot from your videos. Your video. And I guess you're back from your cruise. Is that right? You're back from your cruise? Because I know you went out there this weekend, or last weekend, I should say. Did you put a roof back on? I didn't put the roof back on because there's rotten wood around the edges, and I'm the roofer, and we have unions, so the carpenters have to put the wood on. I can't put the wood on. I can, but I'm not for my job because I used to do all that stuff. But no, I just tore it off. I dried it in with paper. Make sure if it rains, it won't get wet. And we're calling for rain tonight or this morning. Tomorrow morning, they're calling for rain. And tomorrow morning, I'm heading to Hollywood Studios, Disney's Hollywood Studios. So I delayed it from last weekend because of the rain. I mean, because of the cold. It was way too cold. It wasn't even going to get out of the 40s. So I didn't go. Us chicken Floridians. No, I'm not going to go out to a theme park in the cold. You ride a roller coaster, it's freezing, really cold. So I delayed it to this weekend, and I'm going to have rain. Moderate temperatures, it'll be in the 60s and 70s, but it'll be a little bit of rain. So I think I don't know. I contemplated postponing it again, but I'm getting close to starting my schooling, so I can't keep postponing it. Oh, that is so fun. Should be great. Yeah, I'm really excited. There's one ride I haven't ridden yet. It's called what is it? The Ratatouille ride. I forgot the name of it. Remy's something. Remy's Ratatouille ride or something. I haven't ridden it. It's one of those trackless rides. Disney's kind of went to this new type of ride system to where everybody gets in like a car kind of configuration, like a little rectangle that's looks like a hovercraft, and it rides on wire. These little wires guide it, so it kind of drives around autonomously. And then they have these big screens with high definition images, and then animatronics mixed in. And of course, it's humongous screens, totally immersive. So that's what I haven't seen it yet. Yes. What if you melt? No, I won't melt. Matter of fact, I got a video coming out. I think it's next Friday of my trip to Epcot for the last day of the Food and Wine Festival for last year, and it rained quite a bit there, and I got a little bit wet. It was a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm going to make the best of it when I go, as long as it's not a monsoon thing. So hello RV Weekends, hello Fairy Dust, hello Cruising. That's Ford Man saying hello to everybody. Hello, Ford Man. Great video. My cat almost just jumped, I'm assuming, threw himself off the bed and onto his head. He was wrapped up in it. Oh, poor kitty. So let's see here. So yeah, there's an RV show. There's two RV shows around. There's one about 45 minutes to an hour from here, Daytona Beach. And then there's another one in Jacksonville about 2 hours or so from here. I'm not going to go to Jacksonville. Yeah, I'm not going to go to Jacksonville. Daytona is closer. It's smaller, but an RV park that's closer, that's always good. And there's several coming up. I have a schedule of RV shows, and I just saw a brand new RV store open in the town where I work, which is Melbourne in Palm Bay area. A new RV sales place is opening, an RV sales place, which is crazy. I mean, I should expect it, but that's good news for me because I have signed up for RV Tech training from the RV Institute, Technical Institute. I signed up for it. I've already taken the class. I started level one. Level one is your basic overview of all RV systems, and I'm doing it online. And I've taken 2 modules and passed both modules. There's 5 modules in this one class, so I'm halfway through the third module. So I've been learning about propane, water, and electrical. So that's what I'm in the middle of. Electrical is right now. So let's see here. Yeah, clumsy cat. Actually, claustrophobic cat. He likes getting made into the bed, but normally I uncover him, but he latched his claws into the sheet. I walked away and he freaked out. You know, my son has a cat that's real introverted, and he hides under the sheet of the bed or under the bed or whatever when company come over. But every time I come over, he gets used to me and he starts coming out earlier and earlier. First time, I never see him. Second time, you know, I saw him over there. The third time, he come over a little closer, and then he finally, I was watching a football game with my son, and he came over and sniffed me, so he was getting used to me. But crazy RVs are still booming. Yeah, people are paying the outrageous prices. Hope Bus, how are you doing? Thanks for coming in. I like your little icon. Very nice. And Meg says, very cool. Yeah, it is very cool. Hello to everyone I missed in the chat. Just so you know, anybody who is in the raid parade and said hi to me, you don't have to keep saying hi. I'm just saying you can. I'm not saying you not to do it. I'm saying don't feel obligated to say hi to me in every premiere. I know you're there. It's okay because it's a lot of work, you know, typing. I'm trying to watch the video, but I'm constantly typing the chat kind of thing. So I like saying hi to everybody, but I also like the content. Like that elephant from Danny's video, Griswold, that elephant was cool. You know, I don't know if I've ever had any kind of interaction with an elephant like that. That's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And it started me wondering about his trunk and his mouth because that's what he was doing, you know, grabbing the whatever he was grabbing and putting in his mouth. The amount of muscles, and it's like a hand, but it's also a straw. Uh, it's you know, and it's crazy that trunk. Yeah, yeah, awesome. That's right. Elephants in Oklahoma news for me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a I'm not a person that knows about elephants and such and all animals, wildlife, but seems to me that elephants need to be roaming free. You know, I understand zoos and people rehabilitating animals, but they need a bigger area. I know elephants always migrate. They migrate, so it is what it is. I have mixed feelings about looking at wild animals in captivity. 3 boxes of graham crackers seems like a crazy big snack to me. Yeah, not doing that. Yeah, I was at Busch Gardens a couple years ago, and I was at the elephant exhibit, and that poor elephant just looked like he was miserable. He was just like, rocking back and forth. He had nowhere to go, and and then I see it at some of the zoos where the animals are pacing in a figure eight inside this little cage. What are they going to do all day? The same little tiny space. So I got mixed feelings about that. Different about birds that are domesticated and you're interacting with them all day, like, your home and your bird's home, or as soon as you come home, your bird, like I used to have lovebirds. As soon as I come home, they're chirping like, "Hey, you're home, you're here," and then you take them out of the cage and you interact with them. You put them in the sink. They take a little bath. They get under the water faucet. They like to, mess with your ears and try to get in your nose and mouth. This is a lot of fun versus, just stay there in that little box over there. So anyway, that was cool. And I love watching natural channels. I agree, Megan. I love watching, like, I just broke out the video series Planet Earth in Blu-ray with all these creatures and out in the wild that I've never seen before. Very interesting. But what's going on this weekend? What are you guys doing this weekend? What's new in your part of the town? What do you want to talk about? Anybody want to come on screen and talk for a little bit? You're welcome to. Excuse me. I drink a little soda there. I got a little. Oops. I don't know if that worked, but let me try this again. Hold on. I was going to put the link in the chat and then I pushed the wrong button. Here we go. All right. Some sanctuaries rotate them away from public so they don't get overstressed. I would like them in more natural places. Yes. Excuse me a second. At Disney's Animal Kingdom, they have free roam in like a Serengeti. I don't know what it's called. I forget what it's called. But they have a big open. It's the largest theme park. I don't know where. The largest theme park anywhere because of the massive open spaces. You got lions, you got antelope, you got zebra, you got hippos, rhinoceroses. You got all these animals in the same basic area roaming free, which is radical. Here's the link. If anybody wants to click on the link and come on screen and chat about a topic, feel free to come up and see if it's something we would all relate to. So far, recording a couple videos, getting groceries, and hopefully getting the kiddos better. All right. So, sounds like you're busy. I'm super busy. I'm trying to put out as many videos as I can before I start level 2 RV tech training, because level 1, I don't really have to stay on a schedule. I just knock it out when I can. Level 2, I got to stay on schedule and I have to meet a time deadline every Thursday night and Friday morning. I have a meeting of Zoom call with the instructor, so I got to stay on schedule when level 2 starts, and it starts on Valentine's Day. Let's see here. We just finished the ceiling on Hope. All right, yeah. Oh, we just realized there's a sort of, so this weekend we're taking a chunk out. Oh man, it's always something, right? Amy, are you flying home tomorrow? Yeah, I was wondering if she was back home yet. If she said it, I missed it. I asked her. Yeah, I think I remember saying, "Hey, you home yet? Or are you still on? Where are you at?" Because I drive by the port sometimes, and I could actually drive by it every day if I really wanted to on my way to work. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Always lots of work. The other day, I went and started my truck, and it's loud as a hot rod car, and a piece of my exhaust came apart. So I had to put it back in, and I'm going to have to do something about it here one of these days, probably next week. Super busy this week. She was making cupcakes on a ship just before the raid. Oh, yeah, that's right. She's still on the ship. That's right. Wow. That was a long cruise, right? Long cruise. Because she went on Saturday. So it was a week-long cruise. Yeah, spell check. A short in our pot lights. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I'm learning about electricity right now in my third module of my class. Very interesting. Always wanted to learn more about electrical. I always had a general overview about wiring. I can wire up outlets and things like that, but I'm learning Ohm's law and how to, like, some algebra computations where if you don't have the information on a resistor, how to find out what that resistor's uh, number is all about. Hello, sub to you from Rosa Lynch channel. Hello, Cement Shoes. How are you? I hope you're doing well. That's a nice picture you got on your logo. Nice to meet you. And I miss Rosalind's. I didn't get a notification. Did she go on last night? I think she does a Thursday positive thing on Thursday nights. I didn't get a notification. But thank you for being here. That's so cool. Always learning. Yeah, and I think it's pretty cool because RVs run on DC and AC, which, it's kind of cool because if you go do house contracting and you're a house electrician, do you learn about DC? I don't know, but I'm learning about AC and DC and learning kinds of measurements and how to figure out how much current and voltage and resistance and why resistance is there and all that stuff. I didn't get one either. Okay, yeah, so maybe it didn't go on. Hey, Ray, what's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. I put the link in the chat. If anybody wants to come up and chat a little bit, you're welcome to come up and chat. I need to see your face down in the basement before you come up. And if you want to go behind the screen before you come up, that's okay. But I prefer to see your face all the time because we're all having fun together, right? I'm unshaven, right, Ray? Unshaven. I'm going to shave tonight before I go to Disney. Shave tonight before I go to Disney and ride Remy's Ratatouille ride. I'm going to, as soon as the rope drops, I think I'm going to run to the Star Wars one first because that's probably more popular. Hit that one first. I can't deal with animals suffering, right? Oh yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm just saying it's just a visual. So yeah, everybody saying hello to Cement Shoes. Hey, Cement Shoes coming in from Rosaline channel. I don't think so. Wouldn't that put household contractors in a better spot for solar? I really don't know. I haven't learned all that stuff, but solar is DC, yeah. So maybe so. I just think it's pretty cool that I'm learning about DC and AC. I pretty much knew a lot about DC too because I have trailers and I was always wiring them up and stuff like that. But it's just learning, breaking it down, how things function, learning, the atom. And, I always learned about the atom in high school, but I really didn't pay attention to that. But learning about protons, neutrons, electrons, and all that, and how current flows, why it flows, relating it to waters and fire hydrants and things like that was always really cool. Yeah, Fairy Dust says she can't get around animals. She gets so attached to them, and then it's hard to say goodbye. I get it. Yeah, I'm so busy. I just can't treat an animal with the love it needs right now because I'm just so busy. So no time for all of that. So anyway, did I put the link in here? Let me do the link again just in case anybody's brave enough. Most people aren't. Only a few. Maybe John Chalker will come in and say hi. Or Ford Man, aka Kenneth Oaks. I think Ford Man is cool enough. You don't have to say aka Kenneth Oaks. Ford Man's pretty awesome. Definitely. Maybe Tracy will come up. Come on, Tracy. Come on up. Tracy Ocean Fire 777. He will come up. So yeah, I was busy tearing off a gravel roof, then hauling it away, unloading the trailer manually by hand. I got dirt in my shoes, dust and dirt in my shoes. When I took off my shoes when I got home and took off my socks, my toes got dirt on them from stuff going down in my shoes. But it looks great, and it's all done. And I got my W-2, so now I can go start my taxes, do the tax return thing. And then I'm going to try to make an appointment with my accountant, my tax accountant, because when I had a business, they took care of all that. And now I'm planning on starting another one, and I want to get with them, to make sure I do everything right before I get going. Sorry, can't at the moment. I know. Okay, when the kids ask, I can honestly say I was out of bed before 4 this week. You mean 4 p.m.? Good for you. You can do what you want. You don't have to explain anything to anybody. You can do whatever you want in your life. It's totally cool. Of course, not right now. All right, look at here. Remind me of Roy and Becky's opener. I got a ton of gravel. Well, get up here and sing it, Linda. A ton of gravel. That's a cool opening, I have to say. I like that. Uh, I got a guy who is the singer in a band I was in. I've been thinking about talking to him about making me a jingle, and he can sing. So, and I got another guy who I was in another band with who can sing too. Maybe I'll ask him because the one guy's local and another guy is 45, 50 miles away. But that's a great idea. Make me a jingle. Make me a jingle. You will try at some point? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So what's happening this weekend? Are you eating some gator tail like Louisiana style gators? Man, that was cool. Gator meat mixed in with seafood and chicken and all that. That was cool, man. I tell you, I could not, there were a couple things I could not turn away from during the raid parade. And let me try to think back. Those cannon, that one big cannon in Roy and Becky's, that one cannon was loud. And then you heard the other guns going off. They were like cap guns because it was like kaboom. And then the other ones were like kaboom. Even the other cannons weren't loud. Okay. You make that sound like it's impossible. It's on impossibly far away. What is impossibly far away? I'm already missed something. I still think I am way too quiet to be on other people's lives. We saw that the time I came up here. It don't matter. It don't matter. That stuff don't matter. I can ask you a question and then you can answer it, right? Or I could say, tell us about whatever, right? I could ask you a question. Your friend that is 40 or 50 miles away. No, it's not that. I'm just saying I can call this guy and he's right down the street versus the guy who's 40, 50 miles away. It's not a big deal if you're, you know, it depends on the reasoning. And the guy that's 50, 40, 50 miles away, he's so busy, it's hard to get him on the phone even. He's that busy. He's one of those guys where I told him, look, I'm not calling you anymore. You call me when you can because he was always so busy. He can't not be idle. He has to be like doing some big stuff. He can't just do little stuff. He has to do big stuff. So he retired fire captain or whatever from his fire station. Been a fireman his whole life, fire rescue. And then he worked at the church for over 10 years and he's always involved with the church doing stuff, reaching. He's an evangelist and does outreach and stuff like that. So he's a great, and he sings in an outreach band. I was in the band with him. We went to Peru and performed. Matter of fact, I had a picture that came up on my phone the other day, and I want. Oh, let me copy that picture because it's been a long time since I seen that picture, and it's probably on another hard drive that I don't have up. I can't find it. It's on my phone. Oh, I haven't copied it to the computer. Let me do that now. Yeah, I was in Peru and I was doing a stage show with the band, and then there was another guy there that was a drummer, and we started talking, and that was it. We just kind of, hey, let me take a picture with you, kind of thing, and that's what we did. Ah, here it is. Let me offload it off my phone. Take a half second. There it is. And let me share it. Let me share it. All right. Share the screen. Here we go. Yeah, so this is this is a guy I met in Peru, and you can see the stage back there. That's where the drums I'll be playing behind his head, and the guy, getting ready with the guitar and stuff. We went all over Peru playing, and I never played drums so much in such a short amount of time. My back was sore from doing all this, drumming for so often, playing every day. Let's see. Someday I think it would be cool to visit the places my grandparents lived in South America. Not sure if that is safe though. Well, Peru was safe, but you never, just like America, anything can happen in these city streets. Um, you know, I don't like going to a convenience store in the middle of the night. That's for sure. That is for sure. And then when I was at the RV show, I met this couple. Do you guys recognize this couple? They have they are YouTubers. They are YouTubers. Thank you. Yep, I met them. I was in line to get some food, and I was like, "Hey, what's going on?" And we were chatting. I said, "Hey, you guys, blah blah blah. I love your channel." And I said, "You're funny." The girl, she comes across as a little, at first, like she doesn't want to talk much, but she's a funny girl. He's always kind of pushing the video along, but they were great. They were hospitable. They even let me come in line with them, and I don't know how we were like parallel, and somehow I thought I got out of line, and he goes, "No, just getting right in front of me." And then I said, "Hey, do you mind if I take a picture? Nothing big, just take a quick picture, and if you mind if I share it on my YouTube." And they said, "No, go ahead." So this is living our vision with the capital at the end of living R, and then vision with the V. They capitalized the R and the V. Living our vision. I believe that's the name of it. And pretty good size channel, not huge, but pretty good size. And I watched them sometimes for a while. And now that I'm involved so deeply in my channel, it's hard to watch anybody's channel. I'm on the first stage to determine what I want to purchase a Class B, then see if I want to design the inside, etc. But my concern is power. It's always room too. Have you been in a Class C? I mean B. You need to go get in a Class B, because those things are tiny, very tiny. Back in the late 90s, 2000, grandmother had made a comment about where they lived in Colombia. Pretty sure the other places would be fine outside of the current. Yeah, Colombia. Yeah, fridge. Would like to get the kind that I can switch from fridge to freezer. Hmm. Yeah, I have a nice fridge. Let me reduce this here. I have a nice fridge. It's moderate. I Matter of fact, I need to scrape the ice off it, defrost it again. But it's an absorption fridge, and it works really good. And it works on propane, or it works on AC. So it does not work on DC. So that's another thing I'll be learning about here soon. Refrigeration, appliances, water heaters, furnaces, water pumps, I already said air conditioner, refrigerators, stove, oven, microwaves, all that stuff I got to learn about here soon, which is going to be so exciting. 12-week course coming up. This one I'm doing right now is about a 1-week course. I should be done pretty soon. And by the end of this next week, I should be done with that. Roy and Becky speak highly of their alpacool, trying to find out what Maddie has. It's all part of the adventure, Brene. Enjoy your process. Yeah, you just got to go to the RV shows. Go to the RV shows, sit in the rig, sit in the bathroom, envision yourself and step into the shower, sit on the toilet, do normal moving around the RV, sit on the couch, sit at, if it's got recliners, sit at the dinette, and just envision what you'd be doing and if that would be comfortable, and make a list of what's important to you. I can see you now, RV Weekends, travel RV, RV repair guy. Well, I'll be traveling around here. It'll be probably something like RC's RV services, something like that. RV services, and then have bullet points, uh, pre-delivery inspections or whatever before you buy. Uh, test electrical systems, water systems, whatever. Um, check your roof, that kind of stuff. Bullet points on inspections and repairs and mobile and all that kind of stuff. you know. So yeah, I mean, before I actually bought this RV, I went to a lot of RV shows, and thanks, Ray. I went to a lot of RV shows, and I learned really fast the things I did not like. And then some things I learned because I got an RV kind of for free. I did a day's worth of labor, and somebody gave me an RV that needed work, a lot of work. Leaky roof, floor was rotted. Um, the water heater didn't work, but the fridge worked, the AC worked, the plumbing worked, the water pumped worked, the electrics worked. But it had hybrid beds with canvas. They were torn. I had to do the little repairs on that stuff. But all that to say, when I was in that RV, I learned what I hated about it. It had a shower curtain in a tiny, tiny little bath shower, very tiny, just enough to turn around. No, you couldn't take a step forward or back. And when you take a shower, the wind would blow the shower curtain against your body while you're trying to take a shower. And that was really annoying to me. So I didn't want a shower curtain. And also, when you were in bed, if somebody was up in the camper and you were trying to sleep, you were in the same room. Basically, you didn't have any kind of privacy or any kind of noise reduction. So those were things. Oh, okay. I don't want a shower curtain. I want a bedroom where you can close the door. And then I noticed most of the RVs at the time, they didn't have the chairs in front of the TV. So you could be watching the TV. You'd be sitting in a chair like this, and you'd be watching TV like that. And it's like, no way I'm doing that, because I have neck issues. Ain't no way I'm turning my head. So I wanted theater seating, the recliners, right in front of the TV, so I don't have to turn my head to watch a movie, Blu-ray, or watch YouTube or whatever. Those were major things. If I had a slide out, I wanted it to where if the slide out was all the way in, I could still access everything, like the stove, the refrigerator, the bathroom, the bed. I wanted that. So there were certain things I had to have, but there were certain things that I was able to give up. Like I did not get laminated walls. I have framed walls with aluminum siding. So I compromise on that. I don't have the LED lights that are like around the stove knobs and around your cup holders and underneath the recliners to give ambiance. And I don't have a fireplace. I don't have aluminum wheels. I don't have a LED light across my whole awning that throws tons of light out. I didn't have a lot of the extra stuff that some of the nicer rigs had, but I was okay with that because the price was so good. So I really enjoyed having that option of finding out what am I willing to give up to get certain things for the price point. So I was able to get a really good price point and get the major things I wanted as far as uh, I got a bedroom with a door, I got recliners from the TV, and I got a no shower curtain and a slider when it's closed. I can access everything. Hey, what's happening? What's happening, Danny? Nice to see you, man. I was talking about your video with the elephant. That was really interesting. Loved it. I couldn't stop watching that. I mean, I was so enthralled that I wasn't even watching the chat. It was such a good video as far as entertainment. Um, Another one was I mentioned before, Roy and Becky's cannons. That big cannon that was really cool. And then there were several other things that caught my attention. You know, when thank you, you're welcome, Danny. Thank you, Megan. And Ford Man, you know, when he was driving around and giggling, people were saying, "Don't get me on camera." And then I know he got some people on camera that they didn't want to get on camera, so that was hilarious. And man, I can't remember all of them now, but I remember that cabin, Danny, that you were staying in. That was cool, man. That was lots of wood everywhere, wood floors, wood walls, everything was wood, and it was coolly, nicely decorated. Like you had, you know, the elephant prints on the wall. Really cool place to stay. Several things. Eric traveling with Eric B. You know, all the food from New Orleans. I don't know if I would definitely not partake in all those kinds of foods. I'm not a huge seafood connoisseur. Like I'm not in, you know, I like shrimp tails. I'm not necessarily into the crawfish, the whole brain stuff with the crawfish or whatever. Not really into that and the weird foods and the gumbo. Not really into that so much, but I certainly would enjoy that one sandwich and a couple of other things I saw he was sharing. Of course, the desserts, the deep fried dessert, beignets and stuff like that. That looks so good. That was all a surprise Christmas trip for my wife for us boys. That was very nice. Very nice. That's exactly what I'm saying. I mean, just the thought of what I'm doing. Nope, not gonna do that. No, not gonna do that. Oh, let me look at the schedule of the Raid Parade. Here we go. So yeah, Amy was talking about her travels, traveling solo. That was very interesting information to help people. Let's see here. It can't be looking at me. Have cilantro, but I'll deal with the hives from some of the shrimp dishes. Oh man, let me tell you, been watching while driving. Thank you, Blaine. Nice to see you. Thank you for popping in and watching. Just got home. Take care, all. Thank you very much. Have a good weekend. So yeah, the other day I was like, I was a little hungry. I didn't want to eat anything heavy, so I did some fried shrimp and some fried flounder. Oh my goodness, so good, so good, and it's so quick and easy to whip up. All I did was, you know, I thawed the shrimp out. That doesn't take long, and I thawed the fish out. That doesn't take long, and then I cut the flounder into, you know, pieces like about that. It's really thin, and I turn the grease on, the oil on, and then I have a cast iron pan, and then I breaded the shrimp and the fish with olive oil. I put olive oil in it first, and then I took it out of the olive oil and put it in the breading and did the shake and bake thingy. And then placed that on a napkin and got that oil. Man, when that oil was hot, it was like whoosh. And I put all the, like, I don't know, 6, 7 shrimp and a flounder slice fillet about that big. It was really thin. It's really thin. The fillets are really thin. And I just loved it. It was so good. So good. Roadhouse RV service. Keeping your hands behind the wheel. Oh, that was nice. That's cool. Very good. What's your name? Lots of W's. Lots of W's there. Thank you for that. Yeah, I thought about several names, but I try to remember it and I have to check it again. When you first start, if you go as a sole proprietor, you cannot just pick any name. You have to use your personal name. I'm not sure. If you want to use a name, you have to check if it's already being used in your state, that kind of stuff. And then get rights to use it with the if you're going to do a LLC or whatever, you have to check and make sure nobody's using that name, that kind of stuff. So it's a little more complex if you're going to get a name versus you just use your initials and you're rolling. Anyway, yes, the shrimp and fish, so good. Hello at Roadhouse RV services, many services from one truck. One old Ford with a V10 that bites. Did you see my video from the fall Tampa Bay RV show? At the end, if you watch the video to the end, I made a mistake. I touched the V10 engine emblem and it bit me twice. That's how smart I am. Rosalind, how are you? We were just mentioning your name. Concrete Shoes came in and said came over from Rosalind. Thank you for popping in, Rosalind. Rosaline. Rosaline. Thank you for popping in. And if you want to come on screen, you're welcome to. I probably was going to end this in about 15 minutes, but you're welcome to come on screen if you would like. It's totally up to you. I'm not going to pressure you, and I'm not going to call you names because you won't come up. That's fine. Going Green Mom, Megan says, you don't have to use your name, at least not in Indiana. Just file doing business as with a locality. You pay your taxes, but LLC would protect personal assets. Yes. Yes. I'm aware of the protection from the LLC and the corporation. I've had them both. I've had Chapter S Corps and an LLC. And I had a sole proprietorship, which I rolled into a corporation or LLC. I forget which one. Thank you. Oh, haha, read that wrong. That would be good. Let's see here. So, what do you guys got going on this weekend? Nobody's saying anything. Thanks, but not yet. Still swollen from dental work. Oh, I hope you get better soon. I need to have some dental work done. I just had my teeth cleaned and they remind me, don't forget about those 2 molars back there. You need to get them done. And I'm like, yeah, it's going to cost me $1,500. Right now is not a good time. No, it's never a good time to throw $1,500 out, right? And I'll probably still end up paying $1,100 with dental insurance with my company. Still ridiculous. And that's not all of it. That's just the most pressing thing. Not really pressing, but I don't want it to, be a pressing thing. LLC taxes filed same as a sole proprietorship, right? Yeah, and the Chapter S is better on your taxes, but 7 extractions. Oh my! I have not had an extraction since my 20s. I had my wisdom teeth pulled out. That's it. I've never had an extraction. I thought about it, but I've never had it. I have some that are, I've had a few root canals and caps and stuff, crowns. I only go to the dentist when I have to. Woo! Nope, I go all the time. I do all the time. I floss all the time, pretty much every day, as far as flossing, or after every meal, flossing. And I just broke. Can you believe it? I broke my toothbrush. I think it's because I was like banging it on the edge of the sink to get the water out of it before I put it away. I broke it. It snapped. So I need a new toothbrush. And I changed dentists. My old dentist, every time I went to get a teeth clean, they would give me a little baggie, like here's your little dental floss and here's your little extra toothbrush and some toothpaste. This new dentist I got, nothing. $125. What? $125 just to clean my teeth? That's crazy. Ridiculous. And they make you pay it all up front, and then they let the insurance company reimburse you. Isn't that crazy? Cruising scene, I understand. That's why I had to have some extra. Oh, whoa. Nope. I'm at the dentist. I was going to the dentist every 4 months for a cleaning, and I was paying for it. Um, and she kept telling me, "You really don't need to be here every 4 months. Your teeth are still too clean. I don't have anything to do." I said, "Yes, you do. There's some, what do you call it? The white calcium buildup or whatever it is." She goes, "Yeah, but that's not going to rot your teeth. It's not like a big deal. It's not." Anyway, so I went back to 6 months. I still need to call and make an appointment to get my implant crown tightened. Okay. Yeah, dentist is never fun. I love the dentist. I love going to the dentist. I really enjoy the cleanings. I think it's a mental thing. It's like, yes, you're getting the junk out of my gums that I can't see. I don't know that's there. You're getting that out that I cannot see. But, like I said, when I was going every 4 months, she's like, there's nothing here for me to do. And I went to 5 months, and now I'm back to waiting every 6 months. So I've always enjoyed the dentist. Excuse me. Hey there, what's going on, Vent City? Daryl, how's it going? Working on farm, may rent or stream a movie with my bestest from high school. Wow. Other than that, staying around for the farm. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Thank you for sharing that, Tracy. You have had an extraction if your wisdom teeth came out. I said I haven't had an extraction since my 20s. Hello. You didn't hear that? I said I haven't had an extraction since my 20s. And I had all my wisdom teeth taken out. And they came out like that. It was like no big deal. They didn't break, they weren't impacted and such. So dentist sucks, but we go every 6 months. There's Daryl. I have plenty of root canals and crowns. At least crowns now take the place of those old fillings they used to do, right? Way to go, Hercules. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little matter of fact, I brush too hard. That's what my dentist and hygienist has said. I've always had extra toothbrushes, many toothbrushes to go. I do too. But what happened, like I said, my old dentist was giving me a toothbrush every time I got cleaning, so I would never have to buy any. Well, the new one, when I moved here a couple years ago, I'm the only toothbrush I have is one that I use for, like cleaning dirty things, not for cleaning my mouth, my teeth. Let's see here. I'm getting behind here. Did you get a lollipop, a sucker, a balloon? No, I wish they would have gave me that. Lollipop, right? Yeah, you're funny. Mine has a discount program if you have to do cash, but luckily my kids were able to work in before the end of the year. It would have cost me a fortune from the fillings, right? Plaque. No, it wasn't plaque. It was calcium kind of buildup. But either way, whatever it was, it's really hard, and it usually only on the bottom. It doesn't happen up here. It's on the bottom, but it happens like every 3 months. Anyway, water pick. Have you heard of a water pick? Yes, I have. You'll live a long life. They stay healthy. Teeth means healthy body. Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of little things. Like I have cracks from, chewing ice, doing extreme temperature changes. Hey there, the gypsy and the vanilla gorilla. Nice to see you. And I got to catch up. Us Okies only have one set of teeth per family. So there's right. Robert Rocket's going to shoot up right to you. What? Too many R's, right? All right. Today is not the day to come up with names for the company, but thank you. Let's see here. Lollipops for the dentist never made sense to me. No, why would they give you a lollipop when you should stay away from sugar? It doesn't make any sense. That is what I thought too, Megan. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Lollipops keep them busy, right? Right. It's like that conspiracy theory that people laugh at you when it's really true. Like when I watched a video on how the light bulb, they made a perfect light bulb and it was too good, they had to make it worse. So because they stopped selling light bulbs, everybody had a light bulb and it never burned up, so nobody was buying light bulbs. So they get all these businesses that make light bulbs got together and said we got to reduce the quality of the light bulb. It's like our cars, they're already built to break. They can already make a tire that never goes flat. We can run our cars on water. We can have a tire that never wears out. We can have a spark plug that never wears out. We can have, I saw where they had clothes that could not get stained. A guy had a white suit, couldn't get a stain on it. No matter what you throw on it, couldn't get stained. But they're not making money when they make it that good. The dentist invented cotton candy, right? Love that cotton candy. Or does toothpaste, toothbrush, or floss? My kids are working through the toothpaste and the floss because they decided that they don't like the one I bought them. Let them pick one from a sample. So I buy. All right. The right thing. Ours did junky toys. So anyway, I'm going to be heading off to Disney's Hollywood Studios tomorrow. And hopefully the weather's not going to be too rainy. Let me look at the weather radar. And let me turn on my Wi-Fi because I turn it off. I have to turn off my Wi-Fi in my phone when I go because I'm picking up signals from our local cable provider and it goes all over the place. And my phone keeps going, oh, you want to go to this Wi-Fi? Oh, you cannot do this Wi-Fi. You want to try this? So it's constantly putting up these notifications. And I'm not going to try to get on their Wi-Fi because I don't have the password and stuff. So it's annoying. So I have to shut it off when I leave and turn it back on when I get here. So that's what I had to do. Let's see here. It says I should get rain tonight in the morning and it should be clear by the morning. That's what it's showing. Let me look at the actual radar. That would be good if it comes through this morning and when I'm sleeping, and when I wake up, it's done and I have a day full of dryness. That would be awesome. Let's see what it says. Oh, yeah. Saturday, a high of 61. Whoop, whoop. Cloudy, a low of 56. Yeehaw. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be great. Just got to bring, the sweatshirt, hoodie, and go hit those rides. Hollywood Studios, hit the Tower of Terror, see if they got a new shirt. Every time I go to Tower of Terror, I always look for a new shirt, but not the last few times there was no shirt there. Hey, Hilda, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in and saying hello. Laugh out loud. I just get a bill. Right. Awesome. Hi there, Hilda. Do they still do boarding passes for rides? No. Nope. But I did wait in line for over 3 hours the last time I was there. And I got, I went there at rope drop. I went to Rise of the Resistance. The ride broke. Got in line. Didn't even 10 minutes. And it says technical difficulties. Don't know when the ride's going to start again. So I left. I'm like, nah, I'm not going to sit here. And then when it started going, probably around lunchtime, so good thing I didn't wait. Around lunchtime, I went back and I'm like, I haven't ridden this ride. I was on the boarding pass twice and never got on. Well, I got on the boarding pass once. They never called my number, but I tried twice and didn't get in once. So I never got to ride it. Thanks, Ray. So I never got to ride it until this last time I went. I got to ride it. We finally have some sun and heat. Yeah, it's been great. I sweat today. I was sweating today working. So it was a relatively good day. And if you were working, you would definitely sweat. So I couldn't, when I went to Epcot, they had the virtual queue for Ratty's, what is his name? Ratatouille's or Remy's Ratatouille ride or whatever. That you had to do the boarding pass, but that since went away. So now I'm going to go do that tomorrow. Oh, no, that's at Epcot. I can't do that tomorrow. So I got to go Rise of the Resistance first thing in the morning tomorrow. That is a cool ride. Very cool. Some people were saying it was better than Flight of Passage. I don't know. But I was a little distracted this first time because I was videotaping. So I was a little distracted. This time I'm not going to videotape. I'm just going to be immersed and do it and enjoy it. But it was super cool to see that whole like flight deck thing in real like size. That was radical. All the stormtroopers there, and the size of it and the scale of it was just enormous. Totally cool. So loved it. And I probably forgot some of it. So I'm looking forward to go back again. So let's see here. It's Shebna. How are you, Shebna? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. I'm looking forward to my oh yeah, the Ratatouille ride at Epcot. Right. I didn't get to ride it because I couldn't get in the virtual queue. So I'm gonna have to go back there. I don't know. I'll probably wait to go back there till Food and Wine Festival comes back next year. Not next year, this year in the fall. I don't know when they're going to start it, but last year they started it early. Flight of Passage smells better. Flight of Passage is really awesome. I love it. It would be nice if they had a better, like a intro thingy or pre-ride thingy. The pre-ride thingy, it's all right, but the last time I went, the pre-ride thingy, something happened and they had to keep doing like a delay, which was odd. But Flight of Passage is awesome. That sounds amazing. My dad was a huge Star Wars fan. Loved Florida theme parks. Yeah, Star Wars is the Galaxy's Edge is incredible. It really, if you love immersive theme park kind of thing, land, they just do an excellent job. It's an excellently decorated, and the details are amazing. It really, and I got pictures of it. It's incredible. Yes, Epcot at night, I'm thinking would be best. It is really good at night. Sorry, just on the phone. No problem, Daryl. Epcot is my favorite. Epcot is really awesome. If you're not into rides, there's rides, but if it's not like a ride theme park kind of thing. Now they are just getting ready to open Galaxy's Guardian of the Galaxy ride, Galaxy Rewind or whatever. I never seen the movie, so I guess I need to see it, but I'm not into that sort of thing. But yeah, I would try that at night, Fairy Dust. Yeah, it's a great atmosphere. Like I said, next Friday, I'm gonna have my Epcot trip. I stayed all day until into the night, and I don't think I broke it up into two. I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't remember. I have to go and look. The movie is funny. I haven't seen it. But that ride's going to open in the summer. And what I'm really looking forward to is Tron, the Tron roller coaster. It's not going to be a big deal. It'll be cool, but it's not going to be a humongous deal, because it's just a roller coaster. But it's still going to be um, pretty sweet. Let me see here. What was I talking about? I was talking about something Disney, and I started talking about, it was Epcot. I got so many pictures of Epcot, Disney. It's all good. I'm, I'm thinking about changing the RV weekend's name because of I'm not doing everything in the RV, right? Let's see here. Man, I got so much content. So much content. Yeah, I showed you guys some of this stuff. I showed you some of this stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, there I was. There I is. Yeah. Oh yeah, Tron. Tron. Oh, I got some footage of the Tron ride being built or its progress. Let me get to that. Let me get to that. Tron progress. They really are finally really making some serious headway on it now because other projects are getting finished and they're able to focus on it. And they're probably making more money now with all the people coming in the park. That kind of stuff. Let's see here. And I got some clips from Mickey's Runaway Railroad. I got some clips from that. Yeah. And I'm looking. Here we go. I rode the People Mover. Ah, here it is. The People Mover. Oh, let's see here. I got to find a. Ah, here it is. Here, let me just pull it up real quick. Sorry about the delay. Hey, Ford man. You ready? All right. Hang on. How you doing?
Doing all right about yourself.
Doing great, man. Hold on just a second. Let me switch this over here. Oh, I lost my screen share. I don't know why, but I lost my screen share. I don't know why I did that. Maybe you took it. Must have been you.
No, I didn't take it.
Let's see here. All right, it's back now. Let's see if I can get it to. Oh, it's right there. My goodness, it's right in front of me. All right, this was the Tron progress slow mo on the People Mover, so you get a better look at the progress. So the big thick pipe with the big thick supports is actually the roller coaster track. And I learned something. Whenever you want to take a video of something and get really good video and get a good detailed video of something and you don't have a lot of time, put it in slow-mo. So when you put it in slow-mo, it shoots a lot more frames per second and it slows it down for you. So this is really cool. Yeah, the People Mover is not it's not like a fun fast ride. It's a ride of just looking around the park. So you get different views of Cinderella's castle from the side. You get different views of the racetrack from people waiting in line for other rides, Space Mountain, and such like that. All right, let's get back to Bizwax. I'm supposed to end this live. I should be done. But we're partying here, I guess. Let's see. Food and Wine at Epcot at night is a definite hit. Definitely a hit. The only thing, sorry that you had to wait so long.
Oh, it's okay.
You're talking my language, Tracy, and Fairy does. The best thing about the Goofy ride is the view of Tron. Okay. I've never ridden the Goofy ride. Let Kenny out of the basement. Maybe maybe I got to give you my phone number. You could text me and say I'm here. I think Kenny got in trouble with Pawpaw. He threw him in the basement. Oh, Danny said, I'm surprised Kenny didn't fall asleep in the basement. Well, that's a lot more than when I saw in March. Yeah, and actually, I'm sorry, Kenny, but actually, Danny asked about Tron. I just saw a video that they're already putting up the top panels to cover the whole ride. They're already putting that up, so they've made a lot of progress. And that concrete pad has been poured that you saw that looked like a walkway that wasn't poured. That's already been poured. So they made a lot of progress there. It's going to be fun. And, if you want to look at what Tron roller coaster is going to be like, all you got to do is type in Tron roller coaster, and they already have that ride up and running in, I think it's Shanghai or something like that, somewhere. There he does. I think that maybe Shebna's language too. Yeah, I mean it's the only thing. I mean, one thing I would like to improve Epcot's Food and Wine Festival is putting out more chairs, because there's not always a lot of places to sit. You got to sit on little, like little landscaping curbs that are fine, but it would be nice to have more chairs and tables to sit at, because a lot of the tables you have to stand up. It's good when you're popping around to different places to eat, but when you just want to sit in one place and relax, it can be the hard planner's boundary concrete could be, uncomfortable after a little while. So let me look at something else to share since I'm sharing. I went back to Epcot fairly recently over the holidays. I got a few pictures. Here we go. I don't know if you know about this. Let's see here. I started seeing this around Florida now. A 50th anniversary Walt Disney World license plate. So that's pretty slick. You spend enough on food at Disney, you will be whining for sure. Yes. Rosaline. Hey, RV Weekends. Next time I make it to Florida, I will get in touch with you. You can show me around Epcot. My pleasure. I will probably get another annual pass after I get this. If I get the RV tech business going and it takes off like I think it should, and I can quit the job I'm at now, then I'll have more free time on the week, because that's the best time to go is during the week when the weekend locals aren't there and the crowds are a little bit lower. And, you're not going during the peak times like Christmas or Thanksgiving or Halloween. You can find those, because that's what I used to have. I used to have a pass where I could only go on the weekdays, and I can't go during the peak times like summer, spring break, and Christmas and holidays. But it was better because it was less crowded and less lines. So it was very, very good. I like the Farts Festival. Yeah, the Farts Festival. That's going on now, isn't it? The Fart Festival. I mean, the Arts and Craft Festival. Do they have food and wine fest every night there? No, it's only during a season. Usually it's in the fall. Last time they started it early, I think because they needed something to kickstart the attendance when they came back from the park being closed. They started the food and wine festival early, so it was started in the summer. But you don't want to be there in the summer. It's hot. It's uncomfortably hot. Uh, Different definition to wine and dine, Megan says. Only during a certain time of the year, Tracy, right? I wonder if they would let you bring your own chair. They probably rent them. Amy, did you like Epcot? You can't bring a chair in. You could bring in a tiny little chair, like a backpack chair kind of thing that you could sit on like you wait in a line, but no, I don't think you're gonna bring in a lawn chair. Never seen that before. If you go to areas where there's like a restaurant and they have outside seating, that would work. I'm aiming for mid-October, but we'll see. Um, Mid-October still be hot, but it might be cooler at night. Depends on the. Typically, we get a cold. Our first few cold fronts come in around the end of October, the 1st of November. That's when the cooler temperatures start to come in, typically. But we're not in the 90s in October. But it's kind of an abrupt thing in Florida, and it's usually around the first week of November. A cold front will come through and knock out that hot, humid temperatures. Fordman, did you have anything you wanted to talk about specifically?
Danny was talking about me asleep. Well, I literally just woke up about 1:20.
So you're rested.
I literally just woke up about 20 minutes after Roy and Becky had been on, and so.
Mm-hmm. So here's a little sample ride some of you may know about. It's called The Land. Very cool ride that takes you through backstage for agricultural in Disney, where they grow plants and fruits and veggies and fish and shrimp and all kinds of things. And they use that in the restaurants. So here's a perfect example of they water the plants, and then the water drips down and then feeds the animals, and the animals poop in the water, and then it circulates up into the plants, and it filters out the poop, fertilizes the plants, and then the water drips down and goes back to the fish, and it's a cycle. Pretty cool. So this is a ride that usually has no wait to 5 to 10 minute wait. Usually you can get on this ride in no time, and it's a pretty decently long ride, and it's a slow ride, as you can see. And there's no like waterfalls or stuff like that, like falling off a cliff and stuff. And here's some of the grounds here at Epcot in the daytime. There's the monorail track. There's Finding Nemo over to the left, and it's just beautiful. They even had this little water thing for kids, When it's hot, the kids can jump in here, and it's random. It jumps around, bounces around. The kids are trying to find out where the water's going to come from next, so they're running around trying to chase the water. Pretty cool. And right there in the background, I'll show you in a second. You look in the background, straight ahead in the background on the other side of the monorail, that is the Guardians of the Galaxy Rewind or whatever ride, where they're going to have that. That's where that's being completed. And there's a lot of construction at Epcot right now. It's really bad. It's really bad. Not the best time to go. And look, there's the 50th anniversary decal on Monorail Gold. How beautiful is that? Very cool. Very cool. Let's see here. And there it is again. I caught it, but and there's the that's the place where they do the ceremony at night. I forget what they call it because harmonious or whatever they do. Here I am. This is the entrance to Mickey's Runaway Railroad. And then I got inside, and here's some of the ride. Yeah, Disney don't play that jumping off rides. You will be kicked out for life. Don't jump off any rides. Sounds like we have the best time at Disney and going green mom that just to chill. Yeah, as long as we stop at some food places. Yep, lots of food places there. Don't take it personal, Rob. Kenny doesn't pay attention when he's and he was right. No biggie. Well, that answers my question about the monorail. Does the monorail not go to Epcot? Yes. The monorail is really cool because it's something that you can take that if you pay to park or you have parking, you don't have to pay money to get on the monorail. You can ride the monorail. Uh, you can park at Disney World or the Magic Kingdom, or you can park at Epcot and get on a monorail, and it'll take you to the uh, parking ticket center or whatever, forever what they call it. Forgot what they call that. And then you could take a ferry to Magic Kingdom, or you can take a monorail to Magic Kingdom, or you not get off at the Magic Kingdom and stay on, and then take it around. It'll go to different hotels on the monorail for free. You don't have to pay. You can just do that if you want, and walk around the hotels for free. Got me a margarita at Mexico area. Yeah, that was good. That place was always packed. Mexico margarita station is always full. Gotta have samples, but who are we kidding? I'm more likely to do a food tour of a place than a museum tour if I had to choose between the two. Right. Look at that. Let's see here. Let's do this. Yum. I would try that next time. Yeah. Park at Disney Springs for free. Okay, you're right. To take the little boats, right? Or the bus. The bus. Yeah, I've seen that. You can actually go to what's the campground? Fort Wilderness. They'll take a bus ride there. Food tells you a lot about people. Right. Take a ferry to what again? A ferry to the Magic Kingdom. It's a boat, not a winged thing. Megan asked Kenny, "What you watching?"
What am I watching? I'm actually trying to find an email thing.
That's funny. I was pushing some buttons. You don't have to pay attention, Kenny. It was fine.
Uh,
All right, we'll end it in 4 minutes. How about that? 4 minutes. Don't. I love showing off my Disney stuff, so that never bothers me. I just know some people get bored easily, and that's fine too. That is fine too. Oh, check this out. Here we go. I'm in line. Let me get it pulled up. I'm in line. Here I am in line at the Hollywood Tower Hotel. And then they open the doors to let you into the pre-show. So you go into the pre-show. And it's a little room, right? It's pretty freaky. It's got cobwebs. Look at that. Cobwebs all over this place. Then here is the pre-show. You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone. And it goes on. I love it. Here's part of the ride. One thing that was always fun was usually the person right there you can see to the left that has a mask on. That's the staff. And they usually play a character, some kind of a role, like they're the bell person who lets you into the elevator. Well, one of the funniest ones I've ever had was it was a guy and he escorted everybody in, got them in their seats, make sure your seatbelts are locked and everything's cool. And then he said something about have a nice stay. And then when the doors were closing, he goes, "You should have taken you should have taken the stairs." Right before the door closed on him, he said, "You should have taken the stairs." And we're closed in an elevator. So that was pretty cool. I thought that was so cool, when they play that part. So let's see here. Let me get back to the comments here. Amy, how's the cruise going? My bad. Food is one of the first sections of vocabulary I've learned in languages. Truly tells loads of people, places. Look at that guy. Wild thing. At least he was. Oh my goodness. Playing with Spillo. That's funny. Love the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Yes. That's my favorite ride. You guys saw my Disney haul, right? I did a live on my Disney haul. So you guys saw my Disney haul, right? I got not a lot, but I got a lot compared to what I bought the most in one visit than I ever bought. I think I spent over $300, but I know I spent over $300, close to $400. Let's see here. Wait, I'm excited to learn more about Disney for the TA stuff. Yeah. Well, I don't know everything. I know quite a bit, but I don't know everything. I know a lot. Yeah, so not a ride person. That's fine. I like seeing Lucille Ball impersonators biking through Lucille Ball. One of the funniest things, I have it on video somewhere, was in Hollywood Studios. They have the Sunset Boulevard or whatever, where you go to the Tower Hotel. And over there's usually a couple of characters that are walking around and they're playing like little jokes on people. One thing they do is somebody could be sitting on a park bench and they're looking at their phone, and they'll walk up behind them and just stare over their shoulder, watching what they're doing without them knowing it. And then they'll make some noise to make them turn their head, and it freaks them out. Um, and that happens a lot. It happens a lot. People will walk behind and sneak behind people and play little innocent tricks on there, and that's always fun to see. And their full dress of 1950s look or 1940s look, really cool stuff, and it's fun. So, all right, what do you guys want to do? End the live, or you want to look at more Disney stuff? Because I got a ton of Disney stuff. It's up to you.
Disney stuff is pretty cool.
Um, let's see what you guys in the panel say, or down in the chat say. My bad. Because I don't want to bore people. I can just end it. It's totally up to you guys. But I'll show some more. Agree. Change your channel name to A Little RVing at Disney. No, I was thinking about taking RVing out of it. Something like, something about maybe, I don't know if I want to limit it to Florida, but Robert's traveling something, or Robert the something travels, or something like that. But I would obviously check the whole YouTube to find any name that's close to mine and what they have associated with that, so I wouldn't want to be similar to somebody else's channel, kind of thing. Hey Timmy Ray, how are you? How's your aunt doing, Timmy? Timmy's aunt was asking me I did a live from the Florida RV Super Show, and she was asking me about eating alligator tail and snake oils, whatever. That was cute. That was fun. So let me look here. I actually have more of the ride. Let me pull up the ride. I have more of the ride. Some of it might be dark. So the elevator, let me do this. Yeah, this was like some holograms. And you can look it up how they make this happen. It's really cool. But this was a hologram, and there was a hallway, and they looked like ghosts and stuff, and they were waving at you like, come on, get on the ride, or come down the hallway. And then after that, it was like the elevator closed or something like that. Let's see what it does. I think I got that. Here it is. And then the elevator goes up again, and then the doors open. The Tower of Terror. These screams are real. They're not fake. Yeehaw! Anyway, there you go. Of the Twilight Zone. Pretty crazy, huh? Pretty crazy. Here's some of the Star Wars land. What is it? Galaxy's Edge. Let's see here. There's like an android looked like R2D2, but it's not the same one. The attention to detail is totally immersive here in this place. Yeah. And I evidently started the video at the wrong angle there. So this is like in a market in Star Wars. Looks really cool. I really need to get a gyro handheld thing so I don't have all that bounce. I could take it out in the software, some of it, not all of it, but most of it. But for a handheld, this phone does excellent for reduction of the stable. It's pretty stable. And then there's Toy Story Land. I have a question for you guys, and it's just for honest feedback. Let me get to the chat. And this is just it's not going to necessarily change my mind the way I edit, but I'm just curious. Like during that video footage I just showed, when you're watching a video that somebody has made, would you want to hear the natural sounds of the park, like the people walking and talking and things that are going on the roller coaster going by, uh, or would you rather hear it overdubbed with maybe music and then narration? Because I like to hear the natural organic sounds from the parks. I'd rather hear that's just me. I'm just curious what other people think. I'd rather hear the sound. Now, I might turn it down a little if it's too overpowering, but I'd rather hear that with maybe some slight music, some slight music in the background maybe, but um I'm curious what people, I'm sure it's 50% across the board probably, but I like to hear the natural sounds versus cutting the natural sound out and then just narrating it over music. So Amy says natural sounds with narration. That's the way I like it. Just like that, I don't like to feel isolated from what's going on, because when you hear what's going on, you feel like that's part of the experience of being there. Um, Proceline says ambient sounds of the park sounds interest me. Yes, I find it interesting too. I like it. Uh, like natural sounds, Meg says. And Tracy says, I agree. Well, that's pretty resounding there. So let's see. Tracy, Star Wars. Tell me how old I am. Yeah, right. Yeah, I forget. I think it was Hilda. Hilda was saying she still has the VHS tapes from the original Star Wars back in the late 70s. I think it was 76. I don't remember when Star Wars came out. So yeah. For me, I really enjoy that's why in part 1 of my scooter ride, when I was doing the sunrise, I turn off the music so you can hear the birds chirping, whatever boats going by, or the water sounds when the fish jumps, or another bird is going, a crane going rack rack or whatever. I like that. I like to have that sound mixed in. It changes, it contrasts the music versus the visual, and then you take the music away and you have natural sounds. I really like that. Let's see. Depends on how long it is between the clip. Yep. What is the sound? Sometimes I would probably prefer lower the ambient sounds with overdub on the narration rather than walking and talking. Right, right. 77, pretty wild. Yeah. Okay, that sounds right. Like for me, if I'm walking around the garden, I wa- I wind up huffing and puffing if I am talking, so it's easy to focus on the visuals and explain later. True. Well, I find myself making old man noises, things like like if I do that, like when I was doing some of the tours, the RV tours, I had to cut out some of the things I was doing. Like if I reached to open a cabinet, I might go exhale like that, or go make a little tiny sound, or I might go, clear my throat or sniffle loud, like that. Because when I was there, it was cold and it made your nose run a little. So I would cut those sounds out through all the videos. Because when I edit a video, I'm constantly rewinding and watching, constantly rewinding and watching. And then when I get to near the end, I'm not going all the way to the beginning and watching. I'm kind of going back so far to keep the flow. And then when I'm done, I'll go all the way to the beginning and watch the whole thing from front to back, watch the whole thing and listen for things that might distract somebody. If a clip is too long, looking at something too long, I'll cut it, that kind of stuff. So that's what I try to do. Background music problems sometimes, I imagine. Yeah, it is. I have I have several songs or several musical selections on my iPhone. What is it called? iMovie. All the music from my uh, editing comes from iMovie. I edit from Final Cut Pro, but the music comes from iMovie. So some of the music from iMovie has some jazz music in there, and it's always getting a copyright claim. It happens a lot. And I'm like, well, man, isn't this music is for videos? Yes. But YouTube puts up in the copyright claim comments, it says something like, just because you have a program, it doesn't mean that music doesn't the owners of the rights to that music doesn't mean you can make money on it. You can make videos from it, but it doesn't mean you have a right to make money from it. So from that point on, yeah, I use Final Cut Pro. I have an iMac, so I use Final Cut Pro. And I come back to Robert making animal sounds. What did I miss? No, I was just talking about editing and cutting out unwanted sounds, or we are talking about talking and narrating while we're doing something versus just doing the visual and then coming back and overdubbing. Uh, that's what we're talking about. And I was sharing with, I hear my videos when I'm shooting a video and I make sounds like that, or I make sounds like when I reach, I go, I'm an old man, so I make these sounds, these little grunt sounds, or exhale at the wrong time. So those are the things I cut out. Content creating, a lot of time involved. Yes. Yeah. Yep. But it is very fun. I love doing it. I was putting the wheels on a Pinewood Derby car. Nice. You guys are going to have some races, huh? I don't like the dodging of crowds, especially the ones that stop right in the middle of the crosswalks. Yeah, that's part of theme parks. Yep. I make sounds too. Drives the wife crazy. Yep. Oh, yeah. And I'll talk to myself. I'll be like, what a great price for an RV, $50,000 for this thing, and I have to cut that out. So, or I'll say something negative that I'm like, I probably shouldn't say that, and I'll cut it out, you know. So, anyway, yes, it's a lot of work when you want to cut a video up and try to be as least distracting as you can, but also keep the interest and move the clip along. So that's what I watch back. I'm not, I haven't perfected it. There's so much more for me to learn. Um, but yeah, I'm looking for spots that get boring. Okay, I've been looking at that too long. Let me move on. Let's see here. Danny says Kenny makes sounds when he's riding fire in the hole. Wow. Okay. Fire in the hole.
Yeah, that ride was a lot of fun.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So whenever I'm editing now, I avoid those songs on my list because they get a copyright claim. And if I make a whole video to a certain type of music, it sets the mood, and then I upload it and it has a copyright claim, and then I have to go through. Then it shows me the clip that's copyrighted claimed, and I have a choice to add their music to just make it quiet, or uh, just reshoot it, delete it, and redo it. Not reshoot it, but delete it and just re-edit the music. So I love the jazz songs. I prefer jazz in certain instances, obviously. For me, picking music is important, and I try to pick it for the mood um, that I want you to experience, or the mood that the video is forcing you into, so that you can feel what I'm feeling when I'm shooting the video. It's kind of like Christmassy or whatever, trying to get the music. But I love jazz music and certain things, and I can't use what I like. So, eventually, when I feel a little more freer with my finances, I'll probably pay for some more music. But until then, I'm just using what I got. So next, I think in 2 weeks, I have a cooking video coming up, and I got some good bloopers in it. I got some good outtakes for that video, so I'm looking forward to sharing that. One of them, I made a mess in my RV, so um, it was an accident, and I made a mess. I didn't cut it out of the video. I left it in, and then I cut the clip and brought it to the outtake section at the end of the video, so you'll see it again. And of course, some of the quirky words mistakes that I do. Um, so anyway, what are you guys going to do now? You want me to keep going, or you want me to end this thing? You don't hurt my feelings, say, if you got to go, because I know everybody's got stuff to do. Let's see. I have some Rise of the Resistance stuff. I got some Rise of the Resistance stuff. Let's see here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I'll turn off the sound. and I'll get it to the best part because it's a rather long ride and it's dark in some areas. So actually, I want to go back before this. That's actually the ride. There is an area. Hmm. I'm always confused. Here we go. This is it. I thought this was it, but it's not. My bad. I'm trying to find a certain spot, but I can't seem to find it. Next clip, maybe. Yeah, I'll have to. I have to look another time. I just glanced over it.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, you guys, I got to be boring you to death with this silly stuff, right? Come on. Let me check the chat. Speaking of jazz, oh yeah, let's talk some jazz and moods. Love me some Sade. Oh wow. Yep, she's awesome. There's snow on the ground outside. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah,
I've,
keep that snow. Keep that snow there. Don't bring it here.
just planning the summer vacation. Okay. I'm grocery shopping over. Yeah, I need to. I need to go grocery shopping. Sade is lovely. Yes, love some Sade for sure. I'm going to take some pain stuff and get a nap. Really enjoy spending this afternoon with y'all. Oh, thank you, Rosaline. Rosaline, thank you for coming in. I hope you feel better. Get some rest. I must pay some bills, but we'll still be here. You guys are too kind. I don't anyway. I want to be entertaining. I don't necessarily need watch hours or anything like that. I'm so far away from 1,000 subscribers. I'm not worried about watch hours. I'm more worried about subscribers. That's my thing. I need subscribers. So watch hours, don't feel guilty about watching my channel. Um, I don't worry about that kind of stuff. Next time I leave the house will be the Derby tomorrow. Nice. The Soapbox Derby, huh? Cool. Here's a video I love in San Diego. Oh my goodness, the San Diego concert. Oh my goodness, so many good Sade live concerts. So many. Derby and Snow. I need the subs too. Amy says she needs the subs too. So actually, I need to share out your video on my community tab. Um, I try to do that often as I remember to share out on my tab content, content that I would like to share. I am not going to share things that I disagree with. Most of, you know, 99% of everybody I subscribe to, I agree with their content. Not everybody, though. So certain types of content I will not share out and I won't watch. So I'll be subscribed, but I just not going to do that. Yes, take care, Rosaline. Take care. Thanks. And you too, Going Green Mom. Kenny and I combined had over 20,000 watch hours before we each got to, yeah, 1,000. Yeah. Well, you know what happened? Another thing that happened, um, I was almost to 4,000, but I deleted a bunch of lives that I didn't like, not knowing I was taking watch hours. But as I looked at my watch hours anyway, I'm like, watch hours aren't the issue; it's subscribers. And I had an unusual high view rate of one of my recent videos. Nothing spectacular, but I don't really see high view rates. I usually have the normal for me in a week of a video is usually 50 to 100. Usually, that's the normal for a video. A live is usually around 80, usually 70, 60, 70, 80 for a live after a week. But I'm 190, 149 away from a community tab. Awesome. So we gotta push for Amy to get a community tab. So if you haven't subscribed to Amy's channel, please subscribe. Um, I have a community tab, but no community. Oh, sorry to hear that. I just share out videos of people that I, like their content, and most people I like their content. So I try to share it out as much as it comes to my brain. I got so much on the brain. Like I said, I'm taking these classes and editing tons of videos and trying to be, I need to start working out again. I did start working out again on Wednesday, rode my bike a little. I need to do that now, actually, go do a little bit and ride my bike and stuff. Just so much to do. People say they're bored. I'm never bored. I always got something. I thought, well, Denny, you got a few Megans, Kennys, and Amy's and the least. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have an issue with hours. I'll make no problem. Right. How many do you wind up with being evergreen? How many do you wind up with being evergreen? Yeah, Danny, you have a community. Very true, Meg. I'm just messing. We are blessed to have friends. Yes, thank you. I'm trying to share what I think might help my target audience. Well, what I was speaking about, thank you, Fairy Dust, for sharing that. What I was beginning to mention was when I got back from the RV Super Show, Rob on the Road asked me specifically, "Hey, can you shoot some videos of the pickup truck campers, the pickup truck bed campers?" And I said, "Yeah." So I focused to make sure and get some of those for him. So the first one I did was Lance Brand, and I posted the video, and that was 12 days ago. And I don't really pay attention to the numbers. I really don't. And then I looked at that video and I saw it had 600 something views in 11 days. And I went, what? That's a lot of views for me. That's unusual because usually I have about 50 views in a week, 50. And it tops out around 80. And, it doesn't really go up after that. Very few go up after that. So, anyway, that one had 600. And I was like, whoa. Oh, that's right. The Super Show's going on. People are looking for units or whatever, or want to see what's the show's all about. And they click on, they type in the search engine, Florida RV Super Show, and then my video popped up. So then that just, said, okay, let me put out more videos for the RV Super Show. And that's what I did. I pushed out about 6 videos last night, really short videos, pushed them out really fast. So hopefully that'll pick up. So this morning I looked at it, it had 711 views. And then I looked at it at lunch, it was at 718 or something like that. I haven't looked at it since then. But I was pleasantly surprised that that video took off like that. I actually have another premiere tonight for Rob on the Road. It's a truck bed camper for him. So I'm looking for that camper again to see where we're at. I don't even see it. Where is it at? Oh, here it is. 740. So it was 718 when I looked at it around lunch or somewhere right before lunch. My lunch is early, 11 o'clock. So somewhere around there or something, it was 718. Now it's up to 740. So it's picking up steam. It's doing really well. I mean, that's that's viral relative to most of my other videos. Like I have a video right before that, 50 views. A video right after that, 22 views. The one after that, 45 views. The next one, 19 views. The next one, 82 views. Uh, that was alive. And then 35, 57. So they're usually, usually around 50 to 100 usually after a week. So that one is doing really well. So let me get back to the chat. But they are pumping RV stuff right
JC,
now. But people can find it through a search 6 months looking for the different types of campers. Right. That's why I put up the tours. I put up a bunch of tours of a bunch of different campers right away this morning, last night and this morning. Thank you. Cannot forget the co host. Did you just fart? Is that why you muted it so you could fart?
no,
I
no,
did.
I was talking to Dad.
Oh,
Okay.
right. I'm just kidding. I do that. I mute it to cough and fart. Just kidding. Hey, Gracie, how's it going?
Lord.
So, anyway, I was just chatting about that stuff. So, man, we're 2 hours, people. Come on. This is crazy. 2 hours? Oh, yeah. Disney's Hollywood Studios. Uh-oh. I don't know what I just did. Here we go. That's a picture of the Chinese Romaine Theater at Hollywood Studios with Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway entrance. And I got my favorite Disney shirt on. And there's some Star Wars stuff. There's a panoramic shot of Galaxy's Edge. Beautiful day, just spectacular. That's what's so good about Disney in the wintertime. Beautiful days, beautiful weather. You can see how immersive it is. Look at that. Those are really tall. And then a different exposure there. See, that one is different than this one. Same shot, just a different exposure there with the sunlight. Then there's the Millennium Falcon. The Millennium Falcon. And then there's another shot, same shot, different angle of the sun. That was my favorite one, actually, with the sun right there in the gap. So you can party right there. And if you love Star Wars, you can party right there all day. There's so many places to hang out and party. They got plenty of places to eat and drink there and just have a good time in one spot if that's your thing. That's what's good about living here and having an annual pass. Before they did the whole reservation system, you could just show up when you wanted. You didn't have to make a reservation to show up. So Kenny, have you been to any Disney parks or parks in Florida?
No, I haven't. I will be going to Disney World in October, though.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Here was a little bar near Galaxy's Edge. And then here's Toy Story Land. Oh, yeah. The stormtroopers are over there, ready to shoot me if I get out of line. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Disney at night. There's the Rock and Roller Coaster entrance. It was closed. It wasn't working when I went. That's another one of my favorite rides. That is a great ride. And look at the Tower Hotel, the Hollywood Tower Hotel. I just farted.
Do what?
Here was the entrance of the Magic Kingdom. This was the ferry that I took. Not a winged ferry, but a ferry boat. And there, this is. Yeah, I was told by George I get a little too close to the camera, and I have to agree. I do. And here I am on the ferry boat riding across the big lake. And now here's everybody getting off the ferry boat. There it is. And there's the dual monorails. One goes to Epcot and one goes back to the ticket and parking area and back to hotels and stuff. Perfect timing. Look at that timing. 2 monorails in one shot. Woo! 2 monorails in one shot. That never happens, right? Awesome. Now, it was a gloomy day at the beginning. I knew it was going to clear up. So, you know, I took some pictures after it cleared up because that's how Florida rolls sometimes. It was a foggy day. It was not cloudy. That was just the fog hasn't burned off yet. And then I got more picturesque places. And people go all out, man. Look at these. They buy these, you know, family shirts. They all say the same thing kind of stuff. And where else could you walk around with Mickey Mouse ears than at the Magic Kingdom? There's the entrance. And it was Christmas time, so there's the Christmas tree. So this is where they have some song and dance usually here. There's some entertainers will come up in a horse-drawn buggy kind of thing or cart and start doing like 1920s and 30s performances right here. Really cool. And here they are. I don't know. I feel bad for that horse. Okay, where's Tracy? Where's Tracy? I got to ask Tracy a question. Let's see here. Whenever I see, let me get back caught up here, and then I'll ask Tracy a question. How's it going with my class? It's going great. The class has 5 modules. I finished 2, halfway through the third, so I'm halfway through the first level class, which is a basic overview. I finished propane. I finished water. Now I'm going through electrical. And then I'll be going, I think, through appliances. And I think that would be it. There's two modules for appliances. So I'm doing really well. I'm enjoying it. The electrical, I want to take my time because it's a topic or a thing that I don't know a lot of deep details on. So I really want to retain it. So it's going good. Can't wait for the 14th to start the heavy stuff. Rambling RV services. Yes. Services, not service. Services. Multi-services. All right. Yes, you are. I know you're messing with me. I know you always do. Rambling Robert RV Bernay. Oh gosh. Hope you know I'm messing with you. Yes. Let's see here. Vader them just popped into my head. I watched I think it was The Last Jedi. I love Rock and Roller Coaster. Yes, it's one of my top ones. For adrenaline rush, it's definitely there. I don't even do Space Mountain anymore. It's just too rough. I can go live at the top of the hour if you all want. Yeah, if you want to. It's up to you, Amy. I'm totally cool with that because I don't want to bore people. I don't ever claim to be exciting. Now in person, it's a different story, and we got stuff going on. This has been a great stream, Robert. Great to catch up, my friend. Thank you, Danny. I'll have to come see you. I'm just not into trivia and that kind of thing. That's all. Certain things I'm just not really into, but I'll try to pop over. I'm not going to pretend that I'm into something when I'm not. I keep it real, but I try to throw support. So you've been coming in my lives, so I'll come over and throw some support your way, and maybe we can chat some more. Let's see here. And I don't mean any mean. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to be open about it and honest. And that's why I'm not expecting a lot of support because I just don't support as much people. And what did you miss? Okay, I got a question for you, Tracy. I'm sorry. I'm glad you're still here waiting for me to get to you, but I got a question. It wasn't regarding horse anatomy, was it? Not necessarily anatomy, but it was a horse on this video right here in front of me. Right on, Robert. Your skills will come in handy. Oh yeah, I can't wait. You have no idea. In 2 months. Yeah. All right. So look at this, Tracy. Look at this video. I'm going to rewind it, and you tell me. To me, the horse just doesn't look happy. I mean, I understand he's under load, or is it a he? Yeah, I think it's a he. He's under load, but to me, he doesn't have shoes on his back hooves. He has shoes on his front hooves, and they appear to be not getting any traction. Now, do they scuff up those horseshoes to give him more traction? Because his hooves, I don't know, is it normal for back hooves to be lower or less nail there than the front hooves? Because I notice his back hooves they look filed down more. I don't know if that's normal. You would know. I don't. But look, watch him walk. His left front hoof seems to be normal and fine, but his right front hoof seems to be struggling a little. And just my observation, he seems to be slipping or flipping up. I don't know. It might be an illusion. And he seemed to be lifting his hoof rather high in the front. And that might be normal. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. because you're around horses all the time. And I'll wait for your comment. Just realized I have both cars, Amy. I might be late and have to leave. The kids will need to pick up. Okay. Thought Robert was going to ask you something else. No. I was just asking about when I saw that horse, he just looked tired. He might have been sleepy. I don't know. Because looking at his ears, I know typically when horses are under a load, their ears go back a little bit. They're not forward. Depending on what's around them, their ears will perk up to what activity is around them. But his ears are wide there. They're not together. Those are things I'm looking at here. Because I was raised around horses, but I wasn't living with them every day and dealing with them every day. My sisters had them, so I knew quite a bit about them. So that's just what I was making observation of him. He didn't look happy to me, and he looked to be laboring a little bit on his front end. Not hard, but it looked like he had an injury. Maybe he had an injury. I don't know. Let me see what Tracy says. Oh, she didn't say anything. All right. Maybe she's typing. Maybe she's typing. Okay, here we go. Yeah, not sure why it would do that. Maybe reacting to crowd. He doesn't look thrilled. Could be the driver is tense. Good point. Pulling left some with the rein. Good point. I didn't notice. I didn't look at that. I wasn't paying attention to that. But how about the hoof horse? He's only shoed in the front. It looks like he has no shoes in the back, um, and he looks like he doesn't have the traction that he would probably be more comfortable with in the front hooves. And that was another question: do they scuff up brand new horseshoes for pavement versus depending on the pavement? Because this is smooth concrete versus say asphalt or a dirt road. I know different conditions can make a huge difference, obviously, with a horse. And of course, they shouldn't be on hard surfaces like that. In my opinion, I think it's tough on their ankles. But anyway, I'm not a professional. I'm not. Okay, so he's not tot hard. Everyone, I'm out of here. Heart will be everyone. Will be everyone. All right, have a good one. Thanks for coming in. All right, so Amy in a few, Bernay. Okay, Amy's gonna do. Excuse me. All right, so that's 5 minutes. I get confused because the live stream says a certain number, and then I actually got to look at the clock. So okay, so we can go raid Amy. This is her link. We can go raid Amy, and I'm gonna start. I'll watch some of Amy. Maybe I don't know. I need to do some schooling in a little bit because tomorrow I'm not gonna. I'm gonna be at Disney, and then if I go to RV show on Sunday, I won't be doing any schooling. So I need to do a little bit tonight, and maybe get the party started. Maybe I'll party later.
How are you liking your schooling so far, Robert?
Sorry, I was muted.
I said, how are you liking your school so far?
I love it immensely. I cannot get enough of it. I wish I had more time to just sit here and read it and take the quizzes. And they do a pretty decent job of showing you something and then giving you diagrams to look and kind of guess, and then give you the diagram with the answers, and then doing some helpful expanded views on certain issues and topics to where you can learn. And then they do like little quizzes for you that help you. Um, so I love it. It's awesome. I really love it. And especially learning something that I really want to learn about, and that's electricity. I know a little bit, but I want to learn more. I want to be good with electricity. I don't just want to go Yeah, there's a fuse of there's a breaker over there and turns on this light or whatever. I want to get more experience and expertise on that. Tracy says, not sure why they shoot him that way. He would have more traction with natural hoof. Right. That's what I'm thinking. They sometimes put ears back towards the driver or rider. True. Yes, I agree. On my way over to Amy's, see you all over there. Don't forget that Van Life Voyages comes on at 7 p.m. Pacific. Cheers. Have a great weekend, Gracie. See you later.
That is at 10 p.m. Eastern, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Amy says she's going to have an amazing sunset background. That's going to be cool. Yeah, the sun's setting over here in Florida. Oh, nice. That's right. So thank you for your input, Tracy. I appreciate you sharing your information with me and your experience. That was very good. I liked it. So let me look at some other thing here. This was, like I said, this is the very beginning of the day. And let me get to when the sun started to open up. Oh, here's me getting on the people mover. That's kind of loud, so I'm going to mute it. Here's me getting on the people mover. One of the most popular rides at Disney is the people mover. The good thing, it's got a, I mean, the bad thing is it's got a long line, but the good thing is that line moves fast. As long as the ride don't stop, the line moves really, really fast. Oh, he took off his mask. Ooh, I'm telling. Cancel him. He took off his mask. When I was a kid, I got lost in Disney World. Got separated from my parents when I was a kid. It was scary. I was crying. I want my mommy. Sorry. All right, I'm going to shut this down. So appreciate you guys coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Anytime.
Bye, guys.
See you later. See you later. It's finally warm in Florida. Yes, it is finally warm in Florida, but we got a chilly front coming in tomorrow, a chilly one. You know, for us in Florida, it's chilly. It's going to be cloudy and not get out of the 60s. It'll probably be low 60s to mid 60s. So it's going to be a little cool tomorrow, but hopefully the rain will move through. I'll have a beautiful non-rain day tomorrow at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Roy and Becky is on at 7 p.m. Eastern and RVDJ at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Megan, for sharing that. All right, let's all go raid Amy. Amy Amethyst. Let's go. Excuse me. Raid Amy. Amy's raid. Here's the link. Go check it out. Thank you guys for hanging out. You guys are the best. I appreciate you so much. Thanks for watching the Raid Parade, and we'll see you at the next Raid Parade. And I'll be doing a live on Tuesday. I got tons of videos that are premiering. I got tons of videos that just came out today and last night. They're very short, so you don't have to spend a lot of time. And I have one like tonight with the truck bed toppers. So see you over there at Amy's and let her know I sent you. Thank you guys. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon.